Good morning, children. Welcome back to computer science class. We are studying lesson 1, computer concepts, and this is your session 3. Hope you are all staying safe at home. Welcome back. Feeling tired and learning all the subjects daily? Very good. Okay. Let's have a quick recap of the previous sessions. So what are the topics we have studied in the previous sessions? Anyone remember? Yes. The first topic is remote access. That is nothing but accessing computer or network from a distance. The next one is plugin. We are going to add additional features to existing software application. And the third one is file sharing. So sharing of computer data in a network. And the last one is software testing. That is process of validating and verifying. So all these things are the topics being discussed in the previous sessions. Okay. Now let's start listening to today's class. So we are learning about first chapter, computer concepts. And in today's session, we'll be learning about walkthrough and virtual reality. So you will be able to give some examples for walkthrough, and also you will be easily identifying what are the different types of walkthroughs available. And in virtual reality, you'll be enjoying what virtual reality is, and you can identify practical examples in virtual reality. So all these things we'll be learning in this session. So first, walkthrough. So what is a walkthrough? What does the term denote? Any idea? Just the word alone denotes that something we are going to go through it. So that is walking through it. So before explaining what is walkthrough, let me give one example. So what are the steps for installing the WhatsApp? Yes, first you are going to open your Play Store and then search for the app WhatsApp. You'll get a button like this and you will be installing it. So you are downloading and installing it. So you'll be getting your icon in your apps. And when you open it, you have to agree the terms and conditions and you have to provide your phone number and then start using WhatsApp. So you will be starting to chat with your friends. So this is the steps for installing WhatsApp app in your phone. You have to follow the steps in order. So directly you can't go and accept conditions and provide phone number. So you have to first initially download it, install it, and then only you can use that app. So this sequence of steps, that is step-by-step action, that is being called as your walkthrough. So it is a step-by-step execution of a program or a system. So whatever actions or whatever execution of a program you are going to perform, you are going to do it a step-by-step procedure. So that is your walkthrough. So it can be pre-planned and organized based on the needs. So you can pre-plan it, you can organize it. So whatever the customer's requirement, whatever the user's requirement, you have to plan it and then you have to organize it, then go for its execution. So this walkthrough is to check and discuss different solutions to a problem and find out different alternatives. So you can find out different alternatives for different problems. A single problem can have multiple solutions or multiple alternatives. So all this can be done through walkthrough. So in software testing, walkthrough is used to review the documents. So we are going to review the documents with peers, managers, and team members who are guided by the authors of the document to gather the feedback. So you are going to gather the feedback. And the main objective of this walkthrough is to find errors and what are the weaknesses present in that particular feature. So we are going to find that. So for this purpose, we are using this walkthrough. Okay, what is the need to have walkthrough? So to make programs free of logical errors. So just now I told you, we are going to find errors. So to make programs free of logical errors, we'll be using this walkthrough. And next thing, so to understand the way in which the programs will execute, since it will be giving a sequence of execution, that is step-by-step procedure, you can easily understand how the programs are being executed. So what is the use of walkthrough? So it is used for documentation purpose and for better understanding. For example, after you have installed your WhatsApp, you have to tell your friend also to install it. So you'll be telling the same steps. You'll be repeating him the steps. Whatever steps you have done, that will be repeated to your friend also. So that is your documentation. So you'll be noting down what are the steps we have followed. And those steps, we have to write it, and then we will be sharing it to our friends. So that is documentation purpose. And then for easy understanding. So whenever even if we forgot, we can recollect using this document. So how it can be reinstalled again, or how it can be reused again, that can be checked using this documentation. So this is the main use of your walkthrough. Okay. So there are some types of walkthrough we have. So what are the types? First, let me list down the types. Program walkthrough, system walkthrough, and structured walkthrough. So these are the types of walkthrough. So we'll see the explanation of each type. First, program walkthrough. So as the name itself denotes, a single program. So for example, when you're writing a C program or an HTML program, you have to execute it. So what is the step-by-step execution procedure? So that will be denoted in your program walkthrough. So walkthrough is performed for unit program, that is for a single program. Next, system walkthrough. So what is system walkthrough? So it is performed for collection of programs. So for a project, when you have multiple programs combined together as a single project, so when you are going to perform a sequence of actions over that project, then that sequence of actions is being called as your system walkthrough. So it is performed for a collection of programs. And third thing, structured walkthrough. So what is structured walkthrough? So in system walkthrough, we are having a collection of programs. So we are going to break that system into small parts and perform walkthrough of the individual parts. So you have multiple programs combined together as a collection. You're just breaking down the programs and then performing individual walkthrough for each and every part. So that is your structured walkthrough. Okay. So peer review. So reviewing is nothing but going through your document or going through again and again. So that is your reviewing. So you are going to have an individual review. That is a generalized form of your system walkthrough, which means system walkthrough is also called as a peer review. Okay, that's with the first topic. Now this next, what is this? Any guesses? Yes, it is virtual reality. Have you heard of this term virtual reality? Might be somewhere. Okay, feeling bored listening all the classes. Now we'll have a small break. So this is your Marina Beach. So we are having a visit to the Marina Beach. So can you look at the things that is present here? So can you have a view of all these things? So we have a good relaxation. So what is famous in Kanyakumari? So this is a field trip to Kanyakumari. What is famous over there? Yes, the statue of Thiruvalluvar. It's here. This is Vivekananda Rock and statue of Thiruvalluvar. The beach over here. And the places, the church. And all the places. So this is what virtual reality is. So we are having something in original, but that is not original. It's something, a simulated environment. So instead of viewing a screen in front, they are immersed and able to interact. So you can interact. So let me tell what is virtual reality is. So firstly, what is virtual? So being something in essence or effect, though not actually or in fact. So something is in effect, but it is not actually present. So that is the thing we are denoting as virtual. So not physically existing, but made to appear by software. So now we have visited Kanyakumari and even we have visited Marina Beach. We are not physically present over there, but the software made us to exist in that particular location. So we were in that location and viewing around the places. So that is your virtual. In simple terms, virtual means not real. So this is your virtual meaning. And now virtual reality is also called as artificial reality or synthetic reality. So we are artificially, we are realizing the original locations. That is your artificial reality. And artificial environment created with computer hardware and software and presented to the user in such a way that it appears and feels like real environment. So now I have projected the locations of Marina Beach and Kanyakumari using the software as well as the hardware, and you can feel it. You are in that particular real environment. So this is your virtual reality. So it requires extremely expensive hardware and software. So to have a look at like this, we require some special hardware and software. So it is used mostly for research purposes and by the top companies. They'll be using this virtual reality. And then, what are the requirements to enter the virtual reality? So now we want to view a location. We want to visit or we want to make a tour to particular location. So the requirements we need is, first thing, gloves. So to have the effect. So the senses. And next thing, earphone. This is for listening in that particular location. At present, I have just given only the vision of that particular place. Even you can hear the noises or sound that is being present in that particular location. And third thing, goggles. So in that view, we have visited Kanyakumari and Marina Beach. A two square shaped symbol you have seen. That is nothing but the glasses we are wearing. That is the goggles. Goggles is nothing but the glasses that we wear, through which we'll be virtually observing the environment around us. So all these devices receive input from the computer system, and then it will be controlling our senses. So gloves for feel, touch, and ears for listening, and goggles for viewing or vision. So all these senses are being controlled by your computer through this hardware as well as the software. So the device monitors this user actions. Whatever actions that is being performed by the user will be monitored by all these devices. So for example, the goggles keeps track of how the eyes move and respond accordingly by sending a new video input. So whenever a new video input we are watching, our eyes will be moving and responding accordingly. So that will be kept track by this goggles. Okay. So that's it with the concepts, virtual reality as well as walkthrough. Now we have a recap. So what is the first thing we have studied? Walkthrough. So walkthrough is nothing but step-by-step execution of a program or a system. So these are the types of the walkthrough: structured, program, and system. So program in the sense a single program, system is collection of programs, and structure is the programs are break up into modules, and then each and individual parts are gone through using your walkthrough. So this is your walkthrough. Next, virtual reality. So it is otherwise called as artificial reality, and these are the requirements to have virtual reality. So first the goggles here, then the earphones, and then the gloves. All these things are the requirements for virtual reality. Okay. So this is the assessment or activity time. So for assessment, firstly we have to join our Google Classroom. So in order to join a Google Classroom, you have to first have a Google Classroom. So you take up your phone, open Play Store, download Google Classroom. After installing the Google Classroom, you just there will be a plus symbol when you open a Google Classroom. So click on it. You will be getting these two options. Give join class. So once you give join class, it will be asking you a code. Type this code in that blank space. So that is ZSBQHFU. Type this code and give join. So once you join, you'll be getting an environment with your class name. So I have posted assignment for you to complete. So the first one is you have to write a walkthrough for installing Google Classroom and joining it. So how to install a Google Classroom and how to join it, you have to write a sequence of steps. And second one, interesting for you. So you have to list out any 3 mobile or system games which uses your virtual reality. So both the answers should be written in a paper. Take a pic of it and then I have posted an assignment like this. Click on this. You will be getting a screen, and in the corner you will be having this your work. Click on add or create from file and add your photos over here. Once you add your photos or pics, give turn in. So then only the assignment will be uploaded. So the second activity we have is a quiz. So I have posted a quiz in your Google Classroom. You have to click on this quiz, fill up the details. I have given some questions based on this walkthrough and virtual reality. You have to complete the quiz. Once you complete, give submit. You can view your score and you have to turn in this assignment also. Okay, children, that's it with this today's session. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.